to Titan Talk. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Today I have myself, Captain Coop, and we have the wonderful guest, April, with us today. Yay! Round of applause. So today we're done. Shut up. It was a long weekend. Thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it. Today we're going to go over a little bit more of our holiday party. I was able to get April on today. She ghosted me on Friday. She said, "No, I'm out. I'm not dealing with you anymore." No, she had some stuff she had to deal with. But she was able to join us today, and she's actually going to be going over a little bit more of the holiday party. So she's going to be going over some of the prizes that we're giving away. We're not going to say all the prizes because we want to leave some mystery in it for you guys. But she's going to go over a few of them, some of the cooler ones, I think, personally. And then just give a little bit more information to make sure everybody's aware. The email for that did already go out for the holiday party, if I remember correctly.
It did, yes. There should actually be probably 2 emails. You will need to go in and you can choose one day of attendance. I have had a couple people go in and choose both days. Right. So I need to clarify that you can only choose one day. And if you choose one and then you find out the other day works better, go ahead and make that reservation for the second day, whatever the day is, and then shoot me an email just to let me know that you needed to change the date.
Or vice versa. If you picked the second one and the first one winds up being better.
Yeah.
Trade off.
Communication is everything.
Mr. Beatty, thank you for joining us.
Welcome back, Beatty.
What if I haven't received an email yet? They just reactivated your account, so we might have to resend that. So
check your personal. It might have gone to your personal. Depends on what's in our file.
Okay.
In the Win team. So whatever that
Even
email
if they
is.
just reactivated his stuff to where everybody can see it, because he was on military. So
Even with LOA, he should still get the emails.
Okay.
So if you didn't, Beatty, I'll make sure we get that over to you.
Gary, thank you for joining us. Okay, so, and if you didn't receive the email, make sure you let April know so we can figure out why and get you the email, which everybody should have received it. So, again, to reiterate what she said, you can pick one of the 2 days. I was under the understanding you could pick both because I was going to show up to both, but whatever. That's fine.
You can because you're going to help me.
Oh, crap.
So you will be there both days.
Fantastic. Well,
but that's because I'm putting you to work. So that's
fine. So pick one of the days, and like April said, if you find out one's better than the other, just RSVP to the other one, and then let her know, and she'll get everything all rearranged for you and get you all set that way. So
absolutely
fantastic. And to reiterate the times for those again is what times again?
So we have 2 days. We have December 3rd and December 7th. It will be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Some of the things to note, we will be having an ugly Christmas sweater contest, which I did order mine.
Brian is not allowed to use the Closinator. We've already discussed this with him.
There's what?
Yeah.
What is a Closinator? Is that like a Terminator clause?
It's his ugly Christmas sweater. It's pretty good.
Okay, well,
you'll have to ask him about it.
So, but at 8:30 every evening of the 2 evenings, 8:30 on each night, we are going to do a drawing for the ugly Christmas sweater, the best one. It's going to be your traditional crowd-involved voting. So, whoever woohoos the loudest is going to help that person win. So this is when we actually get to ask you to scream and yell. What?
Nothing.
So, anyways, so that will be at 8:30. We also will have a nice little surprise for the kiddos. I'm not going to.
I'm assuming we're not going to ruin it right here.
Nope, not going to discuss it. But it is immediate family. So bring your wife, bring your kids, bring your husband, bring your kids, bring immediate family only with kids. We want to make sure that everybody gets the chance to enjoy the most, and I'm excited about being able to invite family this year because it's very crucial.
I don't think we've done that before.
I don't think so. From what I understand, it's been
employees only.
So this is the first opportunity, I guess, we've had to invite families, and we have the whole facility to ourselves, so we're not sharing it.
We've done other like events where it's been like here at the office, and we've invited families and stuff. But this is
like the barbecue in June,
But this is the first Christmas one because the last 2, 3 that I remember going to, because I think I skipped one year. But they were employee only, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So that's cool that we actually get a family invitation for this one. That's awesome.
Yes. And what I really like about it's at this place called Prehistoric Putt. I don't know.
We're not doing that online. We'll have to edit that out.
What?
All the address and information, all that will be in email.
Okay. I was just telling them where it's at.
We don't. Anyway, I'll discuss later.
I'm so confused. So I guess we're here to talk about some of the fun aspects of the party
yes.
then. Okay. Prizes.
You want to do prizes?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
All right. So we've got prizes ranging from, really kind of cool to, oh my God, I can't believe you paid for that. And everywhere in between. So We've got some of the little door prizes, no pun intended with that one. But one
You
of
mean
them
since
being,
you smashed your fingers?
huh?
Since you smashed your fingers?
No, it was a doorbell.
Oh.
No.
I thought
Little
you were
door
referencing
prize.
your fingers.
No, yeah. So she's referencing I smashed my fingers not like 10 minutes ago in a door, and now my fingers hurt. And so she's trying to make a joke on that.
I thought that's what you
It's
were
a good. It's a good one. But I was talking about
So, on to this one.
the doorbell.
Doorbell prizes.
Door prize.
So, one of the prizes we will be giving away, we have 2 of these to give away.
Suzanne, thanks for joining us.
Video doorbells. I mean, everyone loves a smart doorbell. Me personally, I am not the type of person to get up and look out the window to see who's there. I will stay on my couch and just wait till they leave. And if it's important enough, then they'll leave me a message.
How are they going to leave you a message at your door?
Listen, there's pen and paper. And if you don't have pen and paper to leave me a
Please
message,
don't
then
tell
that
me
is
you
no
have
longer
pen
my
and paper
problem.
hanging outside your door.
No. That's why I said if they don't have it, it is no longer my problem. You must not be that determined to get a hold of me. Or there's a thing called a phone.
Joe, thanks for joining us.
So I'm personally excited for these because I love that I don't have to get up off my couch to see who's there. And if
So we
it's
have
worth
two
answering.
of the video doorbells. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We only have one of these. So this is the NES. It's based on the original Nintendo. It has 620 games installed.
I've seen something similar to that before. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of cool.
They are really cool. I have one at home, and mine has everything all the way down to like Street Fighter.
Wow.
And I think they're really neat. You don't have to worry about tracking the old games. You don't have to blow out the cartridge.
It was funny. I actually had a friend's kid. My friend I'm a gamer, but my friend makes me look like an absolute like I don't game for
Like a noob.
Yeah, and he's got every console ever, and he's got an entire like wall built in his house, and he has an original NES, and he's got thousands of games. And he actually bought that, and he goes, "Dude, there's games on here I totally forgot about." I'm like, "Don't you have every game in existence?"
Yeah, but it's different when
And
you don't have to change it out.
And that's what he said. He goes, "It's really cool because I don't have to worry about blowing out the cartridges." I go, "That's like the fun of it, though. That's nostalgia right there for me."
Well, but so I love the old systems as well. I recently went and got a Super Nintendo. Well, I guess it's been like 6 months, but that's recent for me. Super Nintendo. And the first game I had to find, which of course was Super Mario World,
Of course.
I paid $44.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, I could have got that cartridge for like $8, and my dad would have complained because it was too expensive.
Yeah.
And now it's $45. My son wants one of the Nintendo 64s because he loves the Super Mario World or Super Mario 64.
You're gonna pay a ton for those.
They're going for like $200 to $300
Mm-hmm.
just for the system. Mind you, you can no longer get them repaired either. So if there's a problem, you're pretty much out of
there
luck.
there are specialists out there, but they cost an arm and a leg.
Oh my gosh! And the game.
Because I have a 64 too, and I ran into an issue with it, and I had to send it out, and I actually had to send it to my home state, New Mexico, because there's a guy out there who does it. That's all he does for a living is fix game systems, and he fixes all of them. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how old it is. He fixes it all, but he charges a ridiculous amount of money for it.
I
And
mean,
so,
if I had a skill like that, I probably would too.
yeah,
But the Super Mario 64 that he wants is going for $120 just for the game cartridge. I was
it's a collector's.
He can collect shells or stamps. They're much cheaper.
I'm just saying, it's a collector's item.
Okay, well,
My buddy's got he's got 2 versions of the GoldenEye 007 GoldenEye.
yeah.
He's got one still in the original packaging, and then one he plays with. The original packaging one, it's ridiculous how much it's worth.
Oh yeah.
Because it's, still sealed.
Yeah.
The plastic wrap on it and everything, still sealed.
And I'm cool with that kind of stuff. Is like if I have it, like I have a holographic Machamp still in the package. Yes, I play
course.
Pokemon cards. I'm a weirdo.
I can't say anything.
You were Yu-Gi-Oh, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Oh man. Did you also play Magic the Gathering? Mm-mm. Okay, well.
I have both Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon.
And Digimon. Some people got into
No.
Digimon. I never understood that. Anyways, back on topic.
So the next one we got
Now that we've squirreled.
will really brighten your life.
Yes. This is the PD35. This is one of, we're only giving away one of these.
Oh.
And this one is currently valued at $149.
But we also have a few other lights there as well.
We do have other options, but we are not actually giving away. This is the only, we've
Oh.
got one other one, and it's actually like
The work light.
metal hood
Yeah, yeah.
work light. Yeah. Not
I
metal.
thought there was more than. I thought that we were doing like a couple of those.
Nope, we're only doing one of these, and then the work light.
So the
we've
work
got-
light is really I don't have that one, but I have the work light one. It's a dual light. I don't remember how bright it is, but it's bright as all hell.
I think it's 1,000 lumens as well.
I don't remember, but I know that if you flip it on and you're not paying attention and you're looking at it, it is the most blinding thing. because it's got two lights on it that you can actually flip between using both or one or either one of them. It's magnetized, so it'll stick to anything.
Put it on
And
the
then
hood of your car.
You can actually move it around to where you can use the light like that. It's really cool. And that's exactly what I use it for, is for my car.
Yeah. So that is going to be one that we're giving away. We're pretty excited about that. That was actually Ryan Smith's idea because he really he loves these lights.
Oh, yeah.
And they're super high quality lights.
And
Definitely
for
worth
what
it.
they are, they're not very expensive. Like comparatively to some of the lights that are very similar to those, they're about $60 to $100 less than what they normally are.
Yeah.
So I have a light very similar to one of the versions we have. It's a pen light. I have a Streamlight version and I have this version. This version's like $65 less than the Streamlight, and they're the same lumens, and they're both the same. And I really like them both. But if you're looking for cheaper, this is actually one of the better ones for the price.
Well, the quality, for the price is fantastic. So if you are looking for flashlights, please understand we do have a lot of different options at the store for you. And I know we don't really
Not
get the
that
chance to talk about it
Not that we're
much.
plugging the store or anything, but
No. But if you miss your opportunity at one of these and you are interested in finding one, you can definitely give me a shout and I can point you in the right direction or help you find what you're looking for.
see. And Joseph says, because he's out of touch, how do we win the prizes? So that'll be while you're at the holiday party. There'll be a little drawing that you guys put your name into, if I remember correctly.
Now, there will be individual boxes for each item. To keep it the most fair, you may enter for one item and one item only. So you'll be able to see all of the items that are winnable. At that point, you will decide which one you want to win the most. Then you can choose that one. What we like about that is that it increases your opportunities and it doesn't just drown out each item with hundreds of names.
Yeah.
So it increases your opportunity to win something. Now, I've done my best to make sure I have quite a few gifts to give away. So I want you to understand that there's going to be a lot of opportunities to win. Not only do we have these, but we're also going to have some gift cards. There's going to be, So
And we've already ruined one of them. We said it was a TV. I believe there's one for each party, right?
there is 2 TVs.
One for each party.
Well, so if you're interested in the TV, it's going to be the same box for both nights, but just anybody who wants a TV is in for the TV.
Yeah.
So we're not going to divide it by night. It's just everyone that's interested in the
okay.
TV will go for the TV, but that means they can't enter for anything else.
Okay.
So you get to enter for one item and one item only.
Okay.
That makes it fair because it gives you a lot more opportunity.
Absolutely. Let's see. Gary asks, are we giving away any Titan hats or Titan t-shirts?
Are we?
Sure.
Now, one thing we had discussed that I am currently working on, and it is going to happen, is we are going to give away a duty belt.
Yes, I remember we were.
So-
someone had brought that up, and if you're in here, you're gonna be like, I called it, and I want to give you credit. So when you hear this, let me know. But that was actually something that was brought up to us, and we brought it up, and it was a really good idea.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic because we do have a lot of officers that are on the rental program, and having the opportunity to win a $400 belt and be able to get off that rental program is a massive deal. Keep in mind, whatever gear you get, the only gear, like if you get a full belt, the only thing that you won't get is that does not include the firearm.
No.
Or the shirts, but you will not be charged for the shirts. If you own all your gear, including the pants, which will be included, I'll just have to get your size if you win, then the only thing you'll have is the shirts. You won't be charged for those shirts because we do require you to wear them. We're not going to charge you for them. So essentially, somebody could end up getting off the rental program.
As for the Titan t-shirts, I don't know if we're giving any of those away. If that's an option, that's all it'll be an option. It'll be mentioned out there. For the Titan hats, I don't think we have any. I'm still waiting on my supplier to be able to send me those, and
The only thing I have are XL and 2XL, and I have yet to find anybody to fit that hat. Yeah. No, I've had multiple officers try. They're like, oh, I have a big head. And then they try it on. They're like, it's not that big.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, the hats of the specific hat that we use is very hard to come by in quantity.
Yeah.
So when it came to the hats or the what are they called, beanies or stuff like that, I went with a very high quality hat, which I could have cheaped out, which we had a cheap version of it, but nobody bought it, or one person bought them all.
You're talking about the 911s.
Yeah, the 511s.
Or 511s.
Yeah.
The 511s. I've actually had more people purchase those just
Really?
because we didn't have the big enough sizes in the Under Armour.
Yeah.
So.
But the Under Armour hats, everybody, if I have the Under Armours and the 511s, everybody always buys the Under Armours more than anything else. So
I do like that they're fitted though.
I do too. They're just really hard to get in stock.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think we're giving away any coffee. I supply you with coffee. What do you need more for?
Who was that?
It's 400 Kittens is his name. It's Patton.
Patton.
Mm-hmm.
Patton.
I supply you with enough coffee.
Right. Don't you get him a Black Rifle?
I get him a big old 10-pound bag of it. You don't need any more. Joseph says, what about my spouse and my 13 kids?
Bring your kids.
This is a family event.
Yes, it is.
I don't
bring
know.
the spouse too, but bring the kids.
I don't know if we need any more help for setting up and moving things. I will have April reach out to you if we do.
The wonderful thing about the facility is I get to do almost the bare minimum. It's great.
Oh, are they doing it all?
They will have all the decorations and everything done. I just have to set up the food and the photo booth. Pretty stoked about that.
Got a
So
photo
come
booth?
dressed to impress because we're gonna have
Is this like a regular selfie one, or is this one of those really cool 360 ones? I saw one of those at the wedding.
No, this is just
Just
a
asking.
backdrop with a phone on a stand.
Okay.
But there is going to be fun props.
Like a
There's gonna
selfie.
be
It's like a selfie version.
kind of, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The reason I asked is because I did a wedding 6 months ago, and I didn't even know they existed.
The 360s.
But it had a 360 one, and it was really cool.
They're super cool. I looked
and-
at them, but they were about $4,500 a night.
Yeah, we were working that event. This was not for Titan. I was helping a friend, and all of us who worked the event actually went and photobombed and gave them a photo of all the event workers. And we all did stupid poses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only picture in a long time that I willingly got into because I got to make a silly face. But it was kind of fun.
No, see, I have sides that I think are better than others. So the idea of something going in circles around me, I could never.
I look bad from every angle, so I don't care. Let's see. Ms. Scott said that she could definitely use the duty belt, and that's the thing is when that idea came up for the duty belt, we thought it was a really good idea because we do have a ton of people on the rental program, and not everybody can afford a belt. They are kind of pricey, and so offering that was a really good idea. We wanted to give that option as well for somebody.
Yes.
I went to win ammo for next range date.
I don't know that legally we can do that.
I don't know. I've never looked into it. Lobby says, I'll buy the Titan beret or the Titan campaign hat. I don't know what a campaign hat is, Lobby. I know what a beret is, but I don't know what a campaign hat is.
Is that like presidential campaigning?
I
Like
have no idea.
like office campaigning?
Are you talking the only thing I can think of is a campaign hat was those guys with the tall hats. It's the only thing I can
The
think
top
of.
hat?
Yeah.
That's a campaign hat?
I don't know. That's the only thing that comes to my mind. I doubt it.
What do you say?
Drill sergeant hat.
Oh, brown rounds. Yeah,
That's
super
round browns.
brown rounds.
Okay. Yeah, never. All right.
You wouldn't wear one of those?
I don't even know what it is.
It like Highway Patrol also wears brown rounds. You've seen
Oh, those?
Yeah, the big bills. It's a brown round.
They don't fit my head. I don't have the face structure for that hat.
Same. I tried one on. Never tried it on again.
I tried the. My dad had a fedora and a beret, and fedoras do not look good on me, and berets do not look good on me. I love the berets; they do not fit well.
I just do not look good in hats. The only hat I look decent in is I don't know, it's a chick hat. It's super girly. I don't know what it's called. It just it has a bigger bill. It has kind of pointed here, and then it kind of sits right on your crown, and it's all cutesy, folly stuff. I don't know. Obviously, I suck at being a girl, so I don't know what it's called. But it's a cute hat, and it's cute until the wind blows it 5 miles away from me because it's not meant to stay on your head. It's just supposed to sit there and be cute.
I'm good with my I wear a baseball hat or a cowboy hat. That's it.
See, the way my ears are made, I can't wear baseball hats because then it's not cute.
Sits down too low and blows them out.
Yep. Take flying lessons. So
Gary says it's the state trooper. That's what clued it in for me. Let's see. Other than that, if you would have got here when we started the podcast, you would have been first. Just saying. You're late to the party. We even went over the prizes. Can't picture Coop in a cowboy hat. Hey, I have a past. I wasn't always baseball hats every day or wearing my hair the way it is. I used to wear a cowboy hat every day in high school and 2 or 3 years into college, actually.
I used to own a Stetson, but no.
I also used to wear jeans too, and I haven't worn jeans in years.
I've never seen you in a pair of jeans. I don't think I've ever seen you in anything other than tacticals
That's not true. I wear
or
shorts.
shorts. Yeah. But I've only seen you in like sweats one time. Other than that, it was your post hospital.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
been on your sweats.
I
Other
forgot
than
about that. I was like, when have I ever worn sweats? Hospital.
I mean, even when we went to the Royals game, you came in your tacticals.
Yeah. We came to work.
I came to work not in tacticals.
I can't. If anytime I come to the office, I'm wearing work attire. I changed shirts before we left.
You did change shirts.
That was the only thing. But I came to. If I'm coming to work, if I'm coming to this office, I'm wearing my version of the uniform that I wear. Because that's what I tell that's what we tell our officers. If you go to work, you wear your uniform. So every time I come here, that's why I don't do my casual Friday or anything like that. Is a Titan T-shirt. Like my uniform is anything with a Titan says Titan on it, whether it be a polo or the Titan T-shirts or something like that. So every Friday for my casual Friday, I wear a Titan T-shirt with my cargos. That's just that's my casual look.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody hates
occasionally
me
I'll
for it.
throw on a pair of jeans, but not often.
Explain it all you want. Still can't see it. It's funny. If I had a picture, which none exists, because I was very thorough, but if I had a picture, I would throw it up. But I don't have one, and I'm not taking one now because it is not the same. Titan issued cowboy hats for the win. No.
Why do I feel like in high school you also maybe wore like those Jinko jeans,
The what?
the big-legged Jinko jeans?
The hell?
I could see that. Does anybody else remember those Jinko jeans? Like
You're gonna
they
have to
were
explain that to me.
it.
What do you mean?
You've
talking
never
about-
seen a Jinko jean?
I don't know. I don't know the names of jeans. I wore. They were Levi's.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I pictured, but
You've got me worried now.
Jinko jeans. They were like the kind of bigger legged, like,
I had a couple of friends that wore those, but no,
Yeah.
not me.
and then of course the flame shirts. Remember the button downs with the flames and the dragons?
I actually had a friend who had that exact look. It was not me.
Yeah,
No, I wore regular. They were like workers jeans, like you'd wear if you were a construction
Carpenter.
worker. Yeah,
The carpenter jeans.
Yeah, and so that's what I wore those. But I was also, I grew up in the country, so I grew up there was farmland everywhere. So we worked out in the cornfields and
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so that's why I wore those, just because that's what everybody wore. Same with the hat. That's why I wore a cowboy hat. It's because that's what everybody was wearing. I was part of the 4-H club for a little bit there, so I had that. And yeah, no, it was rode horses, bulls, the whole 9 yards.
I don't know. I guess I saw you being like one of those, like, I don't want to say emo, but like the you know the black Jinko jeans and like the
I had, and what's funny is I had more friends that wore like the emo stuff than I did friends that wore the same stuff I did.
yeah.
So it was really off-putting when you'd see me with my group of friends, because there'd be me and one other person wearing what I was wearing, and there'd be like 4 or 5 other kids.
goth emos.
Yeah. And so everybody would be like, what's going on here? And we're like, what are you talking about? They're like, this isn't who normally associates with each other. And we're like, we're from a small country town. Like, this is all we got. Like,
I went through so many phases. It's not even funny. I don't think I could technically identify with any group that was in high school. I had my goth phase, my country phase, my emo phase, my
Never had an emo phase.
cheerleader phase. I went through. It was a rough time.
Gary says Coops probably had a mullet too. I never had a mullet. Never. I thought about it. I'm not going to lie. I thought about it at one point, but my hair doesn't get that long.
I can't picture it.
My hair doesn't get that long. I can't grow it. I've gone without getting a haircut, like without getting a full haircut for like 2 or 3 years, and like so last week, my length of my hair has been as long as I can grow it, because I hadn't like truly cut my hair until Friday, and that's the longest my hair's ever gotten. It's
Rosemary and ginger in your shampoo. I'll help you grow it. If you want.
I did have a wallet chain. Joe says wallet chains. I did have a wallet chain.
I could totally see the wallet chain.
I did have a
But
wallet chain.
did you wear like the DC skater shoes too at any point?
Cowboy boots.
Just cowboy boots?
I didn't start wearing like those skater shoes until I was an adult.
Okay, but you did, because
Yeah.
I definitely see you as a skater shoe type of guy. So okay,
I have
cool.
I have 2 pairs at the house. Those are my comfy shoes, so I don't feel like actually putting shoes on because they don't have to be tied all the way.
Yeah, you just.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, those were the days.
yeah. And the worst part is I got them on sale for 4th of July. I don't know why there was a sale, but there was, and so I bought a pair of red ones and a pair of blue ones, and they're the same like brand. So I mix and match them. So I have one set of red on the left, blue on the right, and then one set of blue on the left and red on the right.
I can't do that. I even bought a pair of
They were
shoes
20
that were like that.
They were $20 for both pairs. I was like,
Oh, well, yeah, you can't really knock that.
was like,
no,
what?
I just mean
And
the
it was
mix
4th
and
of July.
match thing. It just, I don't know why. I can't even like mismatch my socks. Like my son refuses to wear matching socks and it just irks my soul like to a depth that just
what?
doesn't make sense. Yeah, he's like, life is too short to worry about mismatched socks. And I'm like, your life is going to be short if you don't match your socks.
No, I see it. What's funny is up until 2 or 3 years ago, I'd never worn an ankle sock. So even when I was wearing the skaters, I had the full length all the
See,
way past the ankle.
That's how I was, but was opposite up until the last couple of years. Well, I'd say last 2 years. I never, even when I had my steel toe boots, when I was driving truck, I still never wore anything higher than an ankle sock. So I'm opposite. I never wore the high tops, the crews, the tubes. My son, he's into that. He likes the tall socks and the, yeah.
I do now. Like I wear ankle socks with my skater shoes, and then I wear tall socks with my boots and stuff.
I don't know. I just don't like my ankles to feel claustrophobic or concealed.
Gary says he did with a perm in the 80s.
Gary
Gibson.
Gary Gibson, you had a perm? I'm going to need to see pictures of said perm.
I had a friend who had a perm for a little bit there, and then we told him it wasn't his look, and then he never did it again.
You know, I'm secretly jealous that I did not get to live the 80s. But I would want to live the 80s in my 20s or the 1920s in my 20s. One of those two.
Why is it 1920s? I gotta ask that one.
Prohibition.
Of course.
Bootleg, libations, the music, just the cars. Oh my gosh, the cars.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you the
Like-
cars.
And I hear that they had pretty good shindigs. So
Gary says all the photos have been burned.
I have a lot of proof that has been burned because, like I said, the mini phases came with mini pictures because at the time I thought I was hot stuff, and looking back, there was nothing hot about that stuff.
I remember finding a
was
photo of my best friend's mom in the 80s, and we were looking at her. We saw the photo, and we looked at her, and we looked at the photo, and we looked at her, and we're like, what happened? She goes, what? She goes, I was cute back then. We're like, no. It looks like your head got, ran over by a... Because she had this weird hairdo, and it's just like she, propped all her hair up and just sprayed the whole thing. So, and I was like, don't ever do that again.
It was like a 1980s version of the blowout.
Don't ever do that again. And she was like, oh, that was so cute back then. And I go, but it's not. It's really not.
Oh, like the got to be glue spray.
Yeah.
And that's when they would have those the
Long hair
the
that was
spikes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did that.
And it would take
Mine wasn't rather long, but
I can't imagine how long it would take because I did the whole long on the sides, spiky in the back look.
yeah.
I think that haircut's called something different now, which
I don't know. I think the weirdest one I've had would be I had a mohawk my sophomore year.
I could see the mohawk.
Mm-hmm.
The mullet, I don't know. I'd need to see it on you. I guess maybe I could, but the mohawk I could definitely see.
Yeah, it was real great because I went and got the haircut, and I had my cowboy hat at the time. It was hilarious because I'm wearing what looks to be like a cowboy. So I had my boots, my jeans, and I had a shirt, and then I had my cowboy hat.
And then
I went to class one day, and I had to take we had to take our hats off. I took my hat off and I set it down, and everybody looked at me and they go, "What the heck is that?" And I go, "What?" They go, "That doesn't match." And I was like, I thought it looked cool. I caught so much hell for that.
Yeah, no, my worst one was I got dared to shave my head, and I did because I was dumb. I was at that stage of my life where oh, I'm not going to turn down a dare. I should have turned down the dare because it was also in my senior year.
Oh,
And my senior pictures were awful because I just had this short black hair and yeah, no. Memory lane is not as pretty as you think it would be.
let's see. Lavi says Chief and I were just talking about the fact that they both have Van streetwears in their closets.
Who?
Lavi and Chief.
They have Van
Van streetwears.
Vans.
The shoes.
Yeah.
I have boots. I have boots and I have 2 pairs of boots and I have the 2 pairs of skater shoes. And then I have some slippers.
Well, Vans are a skater shoe. They're a skateboarding shoe and also BMX.
I've had the same 2 pairs of skater shoes for 2 years now because I wear boots most of my time.
I mean, I
they're
have
pretty
shoes.
good
I
condition
just don't wear them. I still have a lot of heels, but listen, I am not a heel girl anymore. And I keep looking at them like, that's okay. We'll reunite one day. One day I'm going to put in enough effort to look nice and pretty. And then
I don't understand how y'all walk in heels. Heels are terrifying.
Once upon a time, I couldn't walk in anything else because my feet had just gotten so used to it. And
Don't you have to
I
walk
could run in
heel
heels.
to toe? Heel to toe?
It depends on the heel. There's actually heels now where you have to walk on the ball of your foot because there is no heel. It's just all
Arch? That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
it looks
I feel
painful.
like I'd break my ankle doing that.
You probably would too. So, you know?
I just... No.
And I have experience in heels, but I probably would too, just because I can't imagine not. I do walk heel to toe. And so not being able to do that, I feel like I would just look really awkward and stumpy. So I
don't know,
have
that
just
just seems
chosen
weird.
not to do that.
Let's see. No, streetwear specifically with the extra rubber on the side to prevent grip tape holes. No idea. You would
It's
have...
from skateboarding. Yeah.
Okay, I said you would have a better idea what he's talking about than I do.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like I said, I have counting the slippers. I have 6 shoes. I have slippers. They're house
have
slippers.
slippers.
Huh?
I said we all have
Yeah,
slippers.
they're
It's
house.
okay.
But counting those, I have 6 pairs. I have 2 pairs of boots, the 2 pairs of shoes, and then 2 pairs of the slippers. I have a slipper that can go outside, so it goes up like an ankle, like it goes up to here. And then I have ones that I don't ever take outside the house, which are my
Yeah, no, I get
amazing
yelled
ones.
at because I will literally like take the trash to the corner barefoot in the snow. I hate the snow. I hate being cold, but
They are not fuzzy slippers.
I despise mine are fuzzy. I despise putting on shoes. I would rather just be barefoot if I had my choice. So I get yelled at all the time for walking barefoot because then when I'm yelling at my 13-year-old, he's like, "Yeah, pot kettle." You know?
Yeah, I would too, but I live in the city and I found needles in my area, so I just don't.
Thanks. Now I'm gonna wonder if there's needles in my area.
You haven't run across one yet. You should be fine. So my slippers are they're not fuzzy. They're meant for feet health. So it's like better
Are they like
archway.
the old man slippers?
No,
Like you see a lot of, but those are so soft.
no. Mine are orthopedic. They're meant for like orthopedics. They're meant for like recovery.
Gotcha.
What? Like they're meant for like sports people. I'm not a
Ah.
sports person, but they're meant for like
You
sports
said
people.
orthopedics, so I was gonna
Well,
go
I
back
mean,
to
'cause
like
that's-
the old man slippers. They're comfy.
They are.
They are so comfy, and I don't understand why people.
I actually bought mine because of a recommendation from a friend, and I didn't believe her on how like good they were and how nice they felt, and so we went and found her a pair, and then we were looking and we found one that was a little too big for me, but I like stood in it and I was like, ooh,
You
that's
have to
nice.
send me those. I mean, I've spent like $50 on like Victoria's Secret ones because they're so cute, and then I spent like $8 on some ones from Walmart that were 1,000 times more comfortable and not cute, but I didn't care.
I have a friend who keeps trying to get me to buy a pair of what are they called, Crocs. I refuse.
I refuse. My son is trying to get me to buy Crocs because he's trying to entice me with the little Croc charms because they have like I'm a big
What?
horror fan.
Oh, that's right. Someone showed me
Yeah,
that.
the things you can put on. I'm a big horror fan, so they have like Freddy Krueger little Croc charms.
Seriously?
And yes, they do. Which I ended up getting Andrew some. He's like, "Oh, mom, we could match." Which the mom in me is like, "Oh, that's so cute," and then I'm like, "But
Well,
it's
it's
not
Crocs.
that cute because
Yeah.
it's Crocs." So no,
Joe says we need tactical slippers.
I mean,
I don't know how to process that.
I
one.
will see what I can find.
What would be tactical about a slipper? What are you gonna put, like Velcro on the top or
No,
Molly
you can have
attachment?
like a little pockets. Like one, you can keep like a spare match in there in case you get lost and you need like
One match.
Yeah, like like you're like.
I'm gonna find myself.
I mean, you know, I don't know.
Don't knock the.
Keep a
Gary,
spare
Gary says
cigarette
don't
in
knock
there?
the Crocs.
I can't.
Oh, no, that's what he calls Crocs. Okay, he calls Crocs tactical slippers.
Tactical.
No. That's what he calls Crocs.
Oh, so are you the type that like, you know,
Please-
puts them into 4-wheel drive? Because that's what my son calls it. He's like, hold on, mom, I got to put him into 4-wheel drive, and he'll put the strap on his ankle, and he's like, okay, I'm good.
No, I got one that beats that. So they actually have Crocs, and I have a buddy who absolutely loves. He bought a pair of regular Crocs, and then he bought a pair of these. And instead of having just like the little piece that comes down over your heel, they actually have like Velcro tightening straps. He calls it locking 4x4.
And they actually have tactical slippers.
No, they don't.
Look at that. Yes. So they are the Trenchfoot Sherpa slippers.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
So snuggly, so tactical.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting to see like tactical
The Molly
molly webbing
pouches.
on there or something.
Oh.
Let's see, tactical slippers and military grade winter stockings.
Well, those you can usually find on Amazon.
I found the best winter stockings or like winter socks in the hospital.
Oh, I love grippy socks.
whatever socks I got from when I was in the hospital.
Grippy socks.
I wear those in the winter. Those are the best winter socks I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. No, I just like the fact that I'm not coordinated. So I have a little bit of extra support to keep me from falling on my backside in the winter when it's cold and I'm wearing socks. So I will take all the assistance I can get because
They're actually all-terrain Crocs.
the whole terrain socks. That's awesome.
That's great.
That is awesome. Yeah, no, grippy socks are definitely a way of life. I think I have probably 6 pairs because anytime I go to visit someone in the hospital, I usually
Steal them.
take a pair from, well, I request a pair from the nurses, and they're usually pretty happy to give you the grippy socks because they know that it's a way of life.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah. It's like, so something I've recently, I'm not going to go into complete detail, but I was in the hospital with a family member, and the warm blankets was a thing for us. I felt real guilty because I kept asking for more warm blankets because I kept getting, I'm cold, I'm cold. You're always cold. I don't care. You're always cold. So I'd go back and be like, hey, can I get another warm blanket? Hey, can I get another warm blanket? I felt so bad. And I was like, I feel bad like I'm taking all your warm blankets. She goes, come look at this, sweetheart. And she took me back and she opened the door. And I mean, she had like 3 cabinets full of them. She goes, you don't have to worry. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, and the downside is like, even with long-term stays, they won't allow you to bring in a heated blanket because it's a fire hazard.
Really?
When I asked for one back, I mean, we're talking 13 years ago when I
Yeah.
had my son, so it might be different, but I am always cold. I'm always freezing. And especially in the hospital. And I'm a cranky person.
I'm pretty
when
sure they
cold.
keep it cold in the hospital.
And they do. Well, I mean, medications and everything, and IV bags, you
Yeah.
know. So I had asked about a heated blanket because I pretty much live under one for most instances. And they said no, because it's a fire hazard. So that's why they provide the heated blankets, because you can't actually have a heated.
That makes sense.
So, bummer.
Mr. Thompson says, sure, that's how you got them. For the socks. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
I see what you're saying there, Thompson.
But other than that, guys, that's really all we had. We want to see, if you can make it to the parties. We've got the 2 that are out there, going back to what we originally were talking about. Make sure you guys RSVP to the email. It'll have the times, dates, addresses, the whole 9 yards on there. When you get there, again, we had a few of the prizes that we brought on. April, thank you for bringing those.
Yeah. And please keep in mind the RSVP final date is November 17th. We have to have a final head count by the 21st, so the cutoff date is the 17th.
Are you automatically counting mine, or do I got RSVP too?
No, you do need to go in there.
Damn.
Because we have a whole spreadsheet that's following everything and calculating everything. So
Fine.
I need to know. Please make sure you get it done by the 17th. I want to see as many of you there as possible. You'll see in the email. So it is a family place. There is 2 courses there. That is family, but there is an adult-only course as well.
All right.
So if you don't have kids and you don't have anybody to putt-putt with, you can join us on the adult course. But it's not your traditional putt-putt either. Each putt has challenges. So
Okay.
do you remember the, I guess technically it's like an old drinking game, but it's
Lord.
got the, you take the little loop and you have to go over the
Yeah,
wire
like
and
the
not
little-
hit the buzzer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So that's one. They have one where you do Frisbee
Does it
golf.
buzz you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Yep. And whoever gets the farthest, it tells you what point you're going to shoot from. It kind of gives you a little fun advantage based on your skills, which I lack. So I never got a single advantage when I went through that course. But it's a lot of fun. It kind of raises the stakes because you have to complete one challenge to be able to putt from wherever you're putting.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, cool. Well, thanks, guys, for joining us. We appreciate it. It's like the Wonka situation where winning all the challenges makes you the owner of the company. No, I don't
know
if that's
about
an
that.
option, sure, but you wear tactical slippers with your tactical kilt. Yeah, tactical kilt is a real thing.
those are actually really cool. I've
Yeah.
seen one. They're pretty neat.
But other than that, we'll jump into weather. So as of right now, we're looking, today is 72. Tonight we're looking at 53. Tuesday we're 76 with mostly sunny. Wednesday we're looking at 68, partly cloudy. Thursday we're at 56, partly cloudy. And Friday is going to be 60 with sunshine all day. We're looking at Saturday at 60 with mostly sunny. Sunday at 62. Reaching into next week on Monday at 64 and Tuesday at 63, cloudy on Tuesday. So it's going to be a little on the cooler side.
So we're
Thank
slowly
goodness.
eking our way to
Yeah.
that icky weather.
So make sure
It's
you guys
coming.
dress warm. If you don't have a coat, please let us know. I'm pretty sure we have everybody taken care of.
Update on coats. No, we don't have everybody taken care of.
Okay.
I do have 2 new orders coming in. I know quite a few have reached out to me over the last couple weeks. I am actively working on getting everybody their coats. We are just waiting on orders. If you still don't have one, please send me an email so I can add you to the list to make sure I got you covered, okay?
Fantastic. Other than that, make sure, of course, as always, hydration is key. We hydrate the day before, not the day of. So make sure you guys are drinking your water and you're dressing warm for the weather. Undershirts and Under Armour and stuff like that is phenomenal to keep you warm in the colder days.
Yes.
But other than that, guys, we're gonna call it here. So thank you guys so much for everything. We appreciate it all. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So thank you so much, and we will see you guys on Friday.
Thanks,
Stay
guys.
safe.